So if you've been following me for a while, you'll know that this camera has been around for a very, very long time for me and for my channel and for everyone that's been using Canon. When the 6D Mark II came out in 2017, the specs were just not exciting. It did not offer 4K. It only shot, I think, 6.5 frames per second photos, which is relatively slow. It did not do slow motion. It did not do 120 frames per second, not even a 1080. But there was something about the quality of the image that was really, really nice, especially at the time. A lot of people were just like slowly migrating to this camera. They were very reluctant, but they were migrating to it because it just worked. This camera just worked. You can drop it. I beat this thing to hell. I've dropped it in the sand, in the snow, in the winter, in the summer. I've dropped it. It's fallen down the edge of almost the edge of a mountain. It just rolled down like 50 feet and it still worked. It's just scratched up and banged up and it continued to work. And that's why I think it's a fantastic camera. However, I think that now heading into 2021, it's just an obsolete technology. I think that DSLRs in general are heading to just extinction. With the release of the EOS R, I think that Canon started to head in the right direction. And now with the R5 and the R6, I think that $1,500 and below market for DSLRs is just dead. You can buy a EOS R for about the same price. You can buy the RP for a few $100s less, and it includes a lens, and it shoots 4K, and it's lighter, and it's smaller, and it just works better, I think. But this camera, this was that stepping stone that I needed at the time to kind of start treating photography more like a more serious thing. I was shooting the 80D when I decided to upgrade to the 6D Mark II, eventually upgraded to the A7 III. You guys probably know the story by now. I sold that, got the EOS R, then the R5, and now we have an R6 as well. But the 6D Mark II was a camera that I recommended for years. I've had friends that have just asked me about it and I've recommended this camera. But I think that, yeah, that's just obsolete. I'm gonna miss it. I don't use it anymore. It just does not fit my workflow. Since I started doing a lot more video, I do like to shoot in 4K. So the R5 and the EOS R are my two main cameras. So the 6D Mark II does not fit that workflow any longer, but I'm not getting rid of it. I'm keeping it as a reminder that I started somewhere and this was my first stepping stone. This is my reminder that I started to take my craft a little bit more seriously when this was acquired, and I will forever love this camera, and it will forever have a place in my heart, and I will continue to use this from time to time here at home just to kind of go back to the basics of shooting a DSLR. But for now, it's a bit of a goodbye and it's a sad day, but that's it. Anyways, that's not to say that if you have a 6D Mark II, you should get rid of it. I'm just saying that if you're looking to buy a new camera, it just shouldn't be the 6D Mark II. You should look at some of the other alternatives out there. But that's gonna be the video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was a little bit short. It was more of saying goodbye to the 6D Mark II and just letting you know that it's just not a good option anymore. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and do all that fun stuff. Leave me a comment down below and let me know your thoughts. I will see you guys on the next video. Take it easy. Bye. Do you ever wonder how YouTubers get thumbnails? There's a lot of different ways. Maybe I'll make a video about that. I don't know. I'm terrible at thumbnails, so maybe not. Okay, bye guys.